make this movie was because we read Jane Eyre in English class, and it just inspired us.
Years later, here we are, Hollywood directors, we have great movie teams, and we realized that we haven't made a movie out of this story yet. And so we really wanted to make it come to life and capture the spirit we saw in Jane's voice when we were her age.
We also had some trouble being able to adapt the words, the script, for audiences to be able to relate to.
To assist with adapting the book into a screenplay, we decided, after working a while with it and found it difficult, that we would consult an English professor who is an expert on the Victorian era. So we decided to interview Professor Frank L. Fennell from Loyola University, Chicago.
Well, there's two ways to do it. The first way would be to have a voiceover in Jane's voice. The second way, of course, would be to record her dialogue from the book itself. The important thing in either case is to make sure that it's a strong, independent woman's voice, because that's the kind of person Jane is, strong, independent, person with a mind of her own.
We were looking at who would be the perfect Jane Eyre. Then it hit us. Anne Hathaway. We knew she could be elegant and poised and sophisticated, and even as a plain character, I guess, she could still be flattering.
As I'm sure Melody's already told you, we are thrilled to have Anne Hathaway in the role of Jane. We just love the intelligence she brings to the role, and it's props to her for being an English literature major at Vassar. We know she appreciates the project because of that.
This is Jane's costume when she went to Lowood. I made it very itchy, and it's very hot, so she would be very uncomfortable, so we can get the most realistic acting out of the actress, because I really wanted her to be very uncomfortable. And it's very ugly. It's made out of one of my old rugs, as you can see with the edges at the bottom. I just picked it up off the floor, and I'm like, I hate this rug, I'm going to turn it into an outfit. So I put in some shoulder pads in here, so I give it more of a, uglier, manly look.
There was no central school investigating authority in those days. Everything was independent. As a result, some of those charity schools were wonderful institutions that took good care of people, and others were just like what Brocklehurst runs. And it was very difficult for people to know which was which until the person was actually in that situation.
And then we really could not turn Alan Rickman down for Mr. Brocklehurst because his voice just penetrates that ugliness, and he has a very good way of being condescending, but he takes his acting work so seriously too, and his mannerisms just fit Brocklehurst really well.
My favorite scene by far would be when Brocklehurst confronts Jane, because you can just feel the childlike innocence that Jane has, and you remember back to your childhood days when maybe your parents call you in and you realize that, oh, you're in trouble, and you know you're gonna get punished, and you can just feel that tension in Jane as she walks to the front of the room and is shamed in front of her whole class, and I just feel like it's one of our most powerful scenes.
Careless girl! May the girl who dropped her book please come forward. This girl is a liar! We wanted to take an intellectual bent on it instead of focusing purely on the romantic, pandering type of plot. We really wanted Jane's presence as a woman to be strong. So don't go in looking for some light romance. And then We really wanted Blanche and Mary Ingram that would be distinctly different from her, and we chose Michelle Dockery for Blanche Ingram because she has that very British, pale, tall, dark-haired elegance as she demonstrates in Downton Abbey when she plays Mary Grantham. It really fit the same class of person we were looking for.
This dress is going to be the one I used for Blanche. It's made out of all silk material, and it's got an open back with a drawstring, and it's going to be very nice. It's going to be form-fitting, but a little bit, it's going to be tasteful because of the floor length.
And then we liked Rachel McAdams because she's like the American equivalent to such a character.
This is for Mary. It's her sister, so it's a little less sexy and a more calm dress. It goes with the actress's skin tone really well. So she has like a lighter brown colored hair. So it's not too out there, so then you're more focused on Blanche's costume.
Okay, let's go take a sneak peek of Jane's costume, see what's going on with that.
Just a little tighter here.
Oh, not too tight. Oh, okay.
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 And this is Jane's costume. It's a light blue color, very complimentary. It's higher up in the neck, because she's more conservative. And it shows her ankles, which is a little risque, but she pulls it off very nicely.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. So for Jane, she's going to have more of a plain, she's going to be more pale complected. And so what we're going to do is, for her lips, we're going to do just a very light pink color, because she is more conservative and she doesn't want to really stand out. She likes to kind of be blend in, just very plain. So we aren't going to do much with her makeup, and as for her hair, they just kind of wore them back, just right down the middle and just in a braided bun. So that's what we did with Jane. And then for Blanche Ingram, we did more of like a popped color lip and rosy cheeks, and we did her eyes up to make her look very, pristine and elegant. And for her hair, we did more ringlets around the face, just more done up.
No, she looks too stupid for any game of that sort.
Oh, a bride! Oh, well!
Well, my favorite adaptation was one that I saw 4 or 5 years ago. It was a British production. You see it on PBS here. It was, and the thing that distinguished it, I thought, was that Rochester, instead of, as in some previous portrayals, being a middle-aged or even aged man, was younger and sexier, and made it entirely plausible that Jane Eyre would have fallen in love with him, and even despite the differences in their ages.
For Rochester, we chose Harrison Ford, and we really fell in love with this actor through his Indiana Jones movies. He's definitely very adventurous, and he knows what's up. He knows what he wants and how he's going to get it. He's goal-oriented, motivated, and that's what we were looking for in a Rochester.
Oh, I think the best thing to keep in mind, sexy Rochester, smart Jane.
When we were thinking of actors for who we wanted to be St. John, we knew we needed a good foil to Rochester. And we chose Kevin Sorbo because we know through his recent movies like God's Not Dead that he can be very serious and religious. We felt like he could seem unpassionate about his convictions and yet still be strong, firm in his beliefs.
I really like the whole wedding and post-wedding sequence. I love how strongly Jane comes through for her convictions. And I think Anne did a really nice job when she spoke her mind as Jane to Rochester. A speech is very powerful and it's always stuck with me.
I care for myself. The more solitary, friendless, and unsustained I am, the more I will respect myself.
And then, personally, just because it was fun to shoot, I loved the scene afterwards, running across the moor. It's such a painful moment, but it's also beautiful, like her in the landscape, connecting sort of to her roots too.
What is the meaning of Jane starving after she escapes Thornfield?
Well, I think there are three meanings. One is a kind of self-denial that starving represents, and that has been part of her life for quite some time. There's also some self-laceration because of her foolishness in falling for Rochester. And then finally, food means fellowship in the novel, and the breaking up of the fellowship that she had enjoyed in her little circle with Adele and so on at Thornfield has now been disrupted at this point.
Okay, so just run that direction, okay?
Okay, is that it?
Can you fall and I'll give you license to do whatever you want, but keep in mind your departure from Rochester, very emotional moment for you.
Okay.
Got it?
Alright, I'll cry dramatically at the end.
Alright, you're the best.
Alright, I know.
Take 11.
Ew, guys, there's a dead rabbit here. Cut!
You want everything in there because Bronte imbues it with such symbolic significance. And we had a debate over how much of the Bertha sequence to include and whether it would be more powerful with Bertha as an implied presence or to go through the whole confrontation. We're still making those decisions since we're in production.
Treatment of people with mental illness, and she probably has manic depressive or hysteria. Treatment of people with mental illness at that time was really very much class related. If you were poor, you were confined to Bethlehem Hospital in London, which was called Bedlam. That's where we get the word Bedlam. And if you were wealthy, then you could afford the private caretaker, like Grace Poole. The problem with what Rochester does is the fact that he wants to keep it secret and keep her in the attic, not the way in which he's caring for her.
If you listen close, you'll hear the sound of all the ghosts that bring us down. Hold on to what makes you feel. Don't let go, it's what makes you real. If the flame goes out tonight, yeah, we'll live until we die.
Thank you so much, and as we go into production and start working with our actual cast, we'll be sure to keep you updated, and you can expect your invitations to the premiere in the mail within the next couple of years.
Come out, won't you turn my soul into a raging fire?